Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to do the second song from the Trench album called Levitate. There's always something different with 21 Pilots, and I love Tyler's voice. Josh's drumming is great too. This is the official video. We will look at some live performances by 21 Pilots as well from time to time, but we'll have a look at this one and then I'll go over the lyrics afterwards. Very excited for this one. The music is awesome, but their videos are great too.
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathing. Though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. Learn to levitate with just a little help. Calm down, calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Calm down, calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Danger in the fabric of this thing I made. I probably shouldn't show you, but it's way too late. My heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. Now they know it like we both been for some time, I'd say. They're smirking at first blood, they're circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, no, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture. Is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me.
Very cool video. I love it. I love the visuals of it. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. A very strange barber scene there, but yeah, what's happening here looks like some kind of a cult or some kind of a gathering to oppose. I know the lore is involved here, and I'm not involved in that. I'm not aware of all of that. I just have a very vague understanding that there is a lore that's going on, and the yellow must have something to do with that. We saw the yellow flowers before, and the yellow petals that they were throwing down. So there's something there, and the videos that I make ahead of time, so someone might have explained this to me before you get to see this video, so don't worry about that, because the videos are spaced a little bit. But and the vulture, so that's very interesting. I'm going to back it up. I like the music too. I like the sort of slow rap, and then he kicked it up a little bit.
On a passing train, I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture. Is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in the well-lit room, don't let the shadow through. In several I knew, yes, several I thought I could depend on my weekends on the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on. Please keep me from, please keep me down from the ledges. Better tested wooden wedges under doorways. Keep you wooden wedges under doors. Chorus verse, now here comes the A. Wait, habits here too, you're the worst. Your structure compensates, but compensation feels a lot like rising up to dominate by track. To at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathing. Though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. You can levitate with just a little help.
Thanks, Tyler. He's been abducted. Okay, so he's just being dragged along there after they snatched around the throat. So you have a couple of things that are reminiscent of previously with the hands and the black around the throat, and then also in the jumpsuit video, him floating down the stream or the river there, and now him sort of being dragged and doesn't seem to be fighting here either. So there's some allusion to the previous song. And what is that? A sort of a sense of giving in, giving up, and then in jumpsuit he fought back and ran away, but then he was floating down the stream again. So yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to extract a lot of meaning from the lyrics outside of knowing the lore, which I don't. So, so we shall see what we can do. But I think it would be important to be able to get something without it, because not everyone is necessarily going to know or want to spend, the time and effort to learn a whole all the lore. So hopefully there's something in the lyrics even without that. Let's have a look at the lyrics now. Here we are, Levitate by 21 Pilots. Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet. Ever since the seventh grade, I learned to fire breathe. And though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. Learn to levitate with just a little help. Okay, not exactly sure what he's talking about, but levitate, rise up, maybe rise above the problems. Could be. I learned to fire breathe. Defend yourself, or is this related to his singing, because that is a way that he defends himself, through his music and through his singing. So I don't know. I'm going to go there for now, but we'll see. I might change my mind. Come down, come down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late. Yeah, the cowards show up afterwards, right? And sometimes they're the ones that claim the victory the loudest, as if they were the ones that did it. Right? And everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this. But a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Come down, come down. Cowards only come through when the hour is late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this. So knowing a little, and seeing some of the other videos and knowing a little bit about Tyler and Josh. So I'm kind of wondering if this isn't, but a curse from you is all I would need. Show up, show up. So where's the help from, what's his name up there? you know, or maybe this is connected to the lore, which, seems to have religious components to it as well, and seems to have challenge to that religion. And I think it's the same idea. I think Tyler is sort of maybe more safely living through a fictional version, while at the same time challenging what some people believe is a real version. I could be wrong, but and everyone's asleep, mind you. I know I shouldn't say this. Yeah, danger in the fabric of this thing I made. I probably shouldn't show you, but it's way too late. My heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. Now they know it, like we both knew for some time. I'd say they're smirking at first blood, they're circling above. The vulture must have something to do with that, or vultures, or the enemy. My heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. He hasn't made his mind up. He hasn't decided yet. Maybe what's correct, what's right, and what's wrong, either in the big picture or even in the smaller details. It could be either way, or both. Probably both. Knowing Tyler, he gets intricate and complicated, so it could be. Danger in the fabric of this thing I made is that the music, is that the story, or more, for me, more likely, the whole fabric of your, mental network, or whatever, the way that you think about everything, your life, soul, spirit, all of those things. Now they knew it, like we both knew for some time. Not sure. I'd say they're smirking at first blood. They're circling above. So they're thinking they're going to win. Is that it? I think they're thinking they're going to succeed. But this is not enough. Yeah, this is. Oh, sorry, I meant to say something else here. But a curse from you is all that I would need right now. So, yeah, where are you? Show up. Show yourself. No, no, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slot. I won't need to replace. Almost sounds like car radio, which we did a long time ago. But yeah, so it's not just the graffiti. This is a real thing. This group of people who I think are supposed to be defending against, is it DEMA? Something like that. I've only got bits and pieces from people. So yeah, sometimes people, spray paint things, and but it has no meaning. Other times it does. It's, gang symbols, or it has some substantial meaning. This culture is a poacher of overexposure. Not today. Don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in a well-lit room. Don't let the shadow through. And sever all I knew. Yeah, sever all I. So, okay, yeah, so this culture is a poacher of overexposure. I'm not too sure where to go there. Don't feed me to the vultures. Okay, that's obvious. I am a vulture. So he's a vulture himself who feeds on pain, who, maybe uses the pain that he's been through, the struggles he's been through, as nourishment for his creations of his music, his lyrics, and even the lore, perhaps. Um, Sleep in a well-lit room. Yes, because Tyler, often the darkness is the problem. The light is, you're safe in the light. The shadow or the dark is the issue. Thought I could depend on my weekends on the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on. Please keep me down from the ledges. Better test it. Wooden wedges under doorways. Keep them open, keep them closed. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Chorus verse. It sounds like to keep them shut out, but I'm not sure about that. Now here comes the 8. Wait, habits here too. You're the worst, your structure compensates. But compensation feels a lot like rising up to dominate by track 2. At least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet. All right, and that's a repeat of the earlier verses. Okay, so though thought I could depend on my weekends to recover, weekends to repair the struggles through the week. I'm not sure. On the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on. I don't know what's happening here. Please keep me from the ledges. Keep me from jumping. Keep me from committing suicide, perhaps. Better test it. Wooden wedges under doorways. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Yeah, not too sure. Now here comes the 8. Don't know what that's about, what that references. You're the worst, your structure compensates. Okay, I'm missing a lot of things here, I'm sure, but that's okay. Can't always get everything on a first run through, and I'm sure some of you will have some explanations. I've heard, like I say, bits and pieces of the lore, but I have not uh, gone through it, and I probably will not have the time to go through all of it because I think there's a substantial amount by now, from my understanding. But I think that it's worth looking at the lyrics separately as well, because my guess is that there's a connection between the two, that the story was created to leave messages about what their thoughts and beliefs are. All right, very interesting. Levitate. I loved the actual video. I should have mentioned more during the video, but I didn't stop too much. Hopefully it won't get blocked. If it does, that's going to mess up the algorithm if I dispute it. Or I could put words over it and probably get it through quicker. I don't know which way I'll go. We'll see. You've seen the video probably a lot, so I may just put words over it this time around. All right, that's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Let me know what else you'd like to hear, or let me know what else you'd like me to react to. In the meantime, keep listening, keep having fun. Bye bye for now.